only allowed to make it in this direction. You can't do it in this direction.
Oh, okay.
Which is weird, but a very first live.
Very first time. Going live.
We're out this evening. Away from the music, I might put a video up tonight though. A quick tutorial on the mixer in FL Studio is definitely something that just to continue the series, FL Studio for beginners and stuff. So, especially for those that want to use FL Studio as a second or third DAW, which kind of has me on another idea with another DAW that me would like to use. Ableton is installed, but Ableton Lite, and then Reaper, and then Luna. So those are the three other DAWs that interest me. Right? So those are the three other DAWs we would like to spend time in, other than FL Studio. So kind of want to show that progression too of learning the new DAW from a beginner's point of view, not so much an because most videos it's like intermediate. Most people that are doing tutorials, they kind of have some knowledge of the program that they're using, hence why they're able to do those tutorials. But awesome, thank you.
No, we're good.
So
all right, thank you. Hey, this is what we eat today. The artwork.
Yeah, so I'm gonna finish that train of thought, and then I'll go to that. Most of those tutorials, you see it from that perspective. But for this, I kind of want it to be very down to earth type of series, to where you're really seeing someone that has little to no idea of how to use the program go from that level to somewhat beginner / intermediate, right? Again, these are for engineers and producers that want to use multiple DAWs. There's plenty of producers, engineers out there that stick with one DAW. They stick with what they know. For me, it's like, because there's so many people that do music, especially younger people that are coming into different DAWs. For me, it seems like it would be a good idea to learn multiple DAWs, at least learn how to go around those multiple DAWs. Those are the 4 DAWs that I want to stick with for now: Luna, Ableton, FL Studio, and Reaper. Those are the 4 that me had chosen. But if you want to do Cakewalk or Reason or Studio One also looks interesting, to be honest. It looks like a pretty interesting DAW that with some pretty good people behind it. Good in the sense of they made a good DAW, right? Pro Tools is another one. That's kind of like the big boy on the block, Pro Tools. So definitely one that I'd like to add in there later, after those 4. But yeah, this video is kind of just a chill video. Just my wife, my son, and I doing family date night. So happy date night.
Happy date night.
Yeah, we're just gonna eat and chill, and then probably take a drive and head back. And that's pretty much saying hi to y'all.
You need ketchup.
There's like a ranch sauce in this.
Sit down, Junior. He's ready to get at your burger. Look.
You're not getting my whole.
Just want some.
You're not even finished
Eating
with
the
what's in
steak
your
in your mouth.
Wait. Go ahead.
Mmm. Potatoes.
Want to take the potatoes out? Want to order another one without potatoes?
No, take my pills. I'll have to eat. I'm just tired of throwing up. I probably just eat the food.
Also, another thing. Sorry. So we also do paintings, right? So my wife is a painter, and she does canvas art with acrylic. And I'm sure one day she'll get into like the oil paints and stuff. So that's something that we want to also show you guys. So I think you guys will enjoy that. And she also does what's that called? When someone like asks you to make a painting for them, that's like original paint, I think is
like
what it's
a
called.
portrait or something, like a picture. They have a picture of a person, and
Yeah,
they
like
want me to copy it. I can kind of do portraits. Yeah.
custom art, I think is what some people call it, like custom artwork. So um so yeah, look forward to showing you guys that as well. We're eating IHOP. My wife wanted IHOP this week, so we thought we'd do the date night at IHOP. She has an steak omelet, and I have what is this? A ranch burger, avocado ranch burger. I don't see the avocados though, but
They're on the bottom.
no, no avocados.
No avocado.
Anywho, it's supposed to be an avocado burger, so hey, it's
Slow
what
down,
it is.
baby. Sit down.
Me just took the bacon off though, because
Somebody asked me. Here. Oh. You took the sock off.
like always.
And it's one sock, one shoe, and the restaurant he's cool. Like, that's cool. Hey y'all.
Happy date night to those that are also doing their date night.
Mm-hmm. Happy date night.
For those in this time zone where it is nighttime, anyways.
Hair, ears. Yay. That's spoons. Yay. Tell 'em, yay. Yay.
Good job.
Good job, Steve.
You can't climb on the table though. That's the fork. And a knife. Good job. Take it with you. Kind of like
Yeah, I just know. Yeah, I mean, it's something too I could give him.
you sure you don't want to order
Yeah, they
this
put
now?
a lot. I mean, I forgot though. I should have told you.
Good.
No cheese. That's a lot of potatoes. I forgot when the potatoes are passing them to the process. That's why I said with the chickpeas, I can make it tuna. Everything good. Thank you. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna ask it.
Oh no, we're fine. I'm fine. I forgot to say potatoes, but it's okay.
I could give you some if you like.
No, you gave me some, but I forgot to say no potatoes.
Oh.
It's all good.
I'm
I don't
sorry.
want to. Yeah, no worries. It's cool. We good. Yeah, I'm sure. Don't worry about it. Yay! Thank you. Do it. They're detoxing to help you start to speak instead of verbal. Start. Hey, what is that? Yay! Speak. Heavy metals. You too. You too.
See what's around.
Huh?
To go.
Like go for a drive.
If you see anything else,
Like I feel good in this coffee. You're like, my wife don't need just coffee. Yay! ABCs.
have you not?
Yeah. I just got that. There's another one too. Oh yeah, fire. That's probably that. That applicants. You get some rib for the rib. Tell me I shouldn't be jealous. You just learned. You said she, her, you're in the back. She's jealous. Yes. She's jealous. Thank you, baby. Especially over you. Yeah, love you. Just great food.
More of this?
Hamburger. Was it good, man? Even though it didn't have mixture, like the
No, it
combo.
tastes good, but it's really just like a lasagna.
Onion ring. That's an onion ring.
Yo.
Onion ring. This. And that's a hamburger. Onion
Yo.
onion ring. A circle. Oh. Yes.
So we're pretty much done with the food. We're gonna take the rest to go. I want to discuss also the topic of today's just gonna be kind of all over the place. Um, it'll line up though. Talk about so in the music industry, a lot of times, especially when it comes to composing instrumentals, a lot of times you'll hear, especially in the rap scene. I'm not sure how this is in pop or rock, right? This is where you kind of gotta maybe pay attention. The instrumentation is always very light in rap and hip hop, right? They say you want to make space for the vocals, so you don't want it to be too overcrowded, right? And me, it makes sense, especially with the mixing. It makes mixing a lot easier, right? Getting a better mix, getting the vocals to sit more forward, if that's what you're trying to do. Um, because a band, like marching band and orchestra, it's always like in my mind that concept of more like, okay, no, you have like my wife being a painter, you have kind of like the canvas and you're kind of trying to get all these colors to sit properly, right? Or to sit in the right spot. So in band or orchestra, you'll have plenty of sections where you have 100 people playing, 200 people playing at the same time,
Oh.
and they all have their space, right? You could have the horn section, specifically the French horns, and there might be 5 French horn players playing the same part, or maybe like a variation or a harmony, right? And then when the solo comes in, then you adjust the level to where the rest of the band plays quieter, and then the person playing the solo pushes forward, right? And then you have that ebbing and flowing um, within that musical journey, or lack of a better phrase. So um, that's how I see composing for musicians, right? To where some people might say it's crowded. You might have 100 tracks and the vocalist. But I see it more like a bed, right? Like you're forming kind of a backdrop for the vocalist, because it's multiple things. It's multiple waves coming through. It's not just the vocalist. Like we may think that the vocalist is the most important in the composition, but if you were to sometimes, if you take the whole beat away, all the instruments, and then have the vocalist, and you still have that oomph from the performance, and it's someone like Kendrick Lamar that has something to say, or it's like, wow, okay. Sometimes though you have a song where it's really just a vibe, right? And a lot of that vibe comes from the music, right? And then you have the vocals sitting within the instrumentation, right? It's sitting on that bed. It's floating. It's floating in that water, right, with the rest of the instruments. And that's kind of something
Oh,
me like to keep in mind
onion ring.
when I'm producing, like when me is producing something, right, that might get heavy, like just a lot of instruments.
Yep. Can
Uh,
we get some to go? I want to go cup for this, and then just a thing to put that in. Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, the bill. Yeah.
sorry, babe. So that's kind of where me is now when it comes to producing. So in FL Studio for a while now, since probably after high school, maybe even Brian's senior year, I had already picked up FL Studio, but of course I wasn't any good, and it was just an on and off thing because at the time I was doing music as a musician in the sense of being in a band and writing raps and stuff like that, but taking engineering a bit more seriously lately for the last few years, probably a good 4 or 5 years now. Still on and off. It still wasn't a each day thing to where I'm doing an internship or at Full Sail or something like that or Berkeley. But it became more serious, right? So that's something we find interesting, like to hear people say, you need more space for the vocals. It kind of, and it's different perspectives because I think a musician that was in a band, and that's why I think it's a hip hop thing. Because if you listen to rock, sometimes there's a lot going on in a rock composition, right? You have the guitarist, lead guitar, then you have maybe two other accompanying guitarists, then you have the bass guitar player, then you got the drum set player, which is another 5 to 10 instruments there when it comes to the hi-hats and stuff, right? And then you have background singers, and then you have the singer, right? So same thing with pop. Depending on the artist, you might have an orchestra playing along, so it's probably just the perspective of the person, right? So what happened, babe? Okay. So that's a thing I think is interesting, and you don't want to be rude, but I don't know if these are people that aren't musicians in practice, in the sense that they've had those years of being in a band or being in an orchestra, being in a jazz band, classical band, like doing marching performance assessment with the marching band. These are things that as a musician through high school, you kind of just you do each year. It's a yearly thing, so it kind of starts seeping in. Right? I saw a quote. They were saying that once you start it, you rarely meet a musician that starts music that gives it up. So to those people that think that way too, in their own right, they're musicians. Once they've done it, once they've made their first song, I guess you could say they're a musician. So I guess the rest of it is really just being politically correct. They just have a different perspective, right? They feel that it shouldn't be too busy, right? The instrumentation shouldn't be too busy. And if they're rapping or singing, it's really up to them, right? It's really up to them what type of beat they want to sing on, rap on, perform over, right? So yeah, we're about to head out now. We got our to go plates. Yeah. But yeah, this is like my first live on YouTube, like my very first live on YouTube. So it's kind of a new thing. It's a new thing. Um, got the inspiration to do it today. All praise. Um, yeah, so we're gonna go for a drive. On the drive, I'm gonna try and play some beats, and hopefully they come through because it's only my phone right now, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to play the beat through my phone and it still be heard by you guys, right? We'll have a second phone soon, so with that phone, when we do the lives, we'll be able to play some play some songs for you guys. And I'm not sure how YouTube works when it comes to like the strikes. And I do know when it comes to like distribution and sound trust and CD Baby, they could flag a video due to copyright. Not sure how that works for YouTube Live, and I'm not sure whether they mute the video from that point if you don't have permission from the master owner, or if they just let it play and you just can't. If you were monetized, you just wouldn't be able to monetize that video. So something that we'd have to look up. We'd have to look that up and see. Because if it's just a monetization thing, but the video still plays, then me don't care. I'll play other music that's not mine. That I think is good music, right? Even from underground artists that I'm sure you guys have not heard of. So, but yeah.
You cooking? Cooking? Good job.
Everything is in that one.
Yeah.
If you carry this and this, I'll carry Judah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to take my primary pills off.
I'm probably closer to it. Thank Huh?
I don't like the way you make with us, the way you talk my Yeah, I'm just saying, you let them know.
Oh, babe. Give her a $5 tip.
I'm gonna go look at it. Only busting out what's starting. Where to go? There you go. That's the
Get out.
Huh?
The other side is clean up.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Eden, I got your order ready, buddy.
Oh, I made it the wrong side.
Oh, hold on. Do we need to put the tip on the receipt for you? Okay, give it to me so I can put it on there. Oh, okay.
Oh, hey. You got it? Yes, I got you. Let me see the next to go. No, not that one, not that one, not that one.
Yeah, you can grab it.
You can take that. You can hold that because I'm holding my phone.
Here's your pen. All right, you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you.
job, Junior.
Yeah,
I'm learning them words now, Junior. That's the third, 5,000 words you just said tonight. You see the moon? No, it ain't out today. Moon, yeah. You know what the moon is? Moon is that shiny thing in the sky. Yeah. Here's a wallet, dude. I don't think.
Oh, thank
And now we're gonna drive around a bit.
I don't want to keep going.
It's for date night. And we're gonna go home and probably watch a movie or something. We've been kind of moving the last few days, which has been a headache. Not good, Dave. Not bad.
Just so there's It's cool to get time like by yourself. So.
Wait to get out. I like to get our place.
Yeah.
The house in order.
No, that's right.
But yep. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. Winter's almost over. And I'm so happy about that. Like, me's used to cold winters now. Me still don't like them though, like at all. And I know my wife, this her first time in the cold for a long period of time that me know of, and yeah, that cold goes to the bone sometimes. So if anyone's wondering, it's Indiana. So the winters here are pretty rough. Not as I don't think they get as bad as Chicago or like Canada. Me's not sure though. Like in the long term, I don't know if it's as bad. It might be the same, but when we went to Chicago like a month ago, it was freaking freezing. Like freezing. Another type of freezing. It was like you stepped out and you wanted to go straight back in 2 seconds later. That is something.
It didn't matter if you had on a jacket.
Yeah, the cold cut through all the winter clothes, and I'm a person. Me like to wear like me would layer up. I'll have a long sleeve shirt, sweater, and 2 jackets. Not to mention an undershirt under the long sleeve shirt, like one of them thermal shirts and stuff, thermal underwear. Chicago does not care. Like I would have to put another 2 jackets on, or get like a snowsuit, because I think snow suits are pretty warm. I should put that thing there so we can have it here. But because they have it to where I can't do this yet,
Yeah.
I don't know if you have to reach a certain level before you can
do it like
do it like that. Because it's saying it's locked.
I can put it in. I gotta find it because Junior had it while you're driving.
Oh, I saw it. I saw it.
Yeah,
back
it's
there.
back there.
But yeah, I'm gonna turn on some music, just radio music, because I kind of want to test it out to see whether YouTube blocks the video or whether they cut the sound off, like what they do with song ID, song trust and stuff, like restricted content. I forgot what it's called, but copyrighted material. So if they just let the video keep playing or not. And then I did want to play my music for you guys, at least some of the beats, and maybe some of the original pieces that that have been made in the past by us. But again, we only have one phone, so I'm not sure if I could play it through SoundCloud or YouTube and it'll play and still record the video and loop back for you guys to hear it also. But yeah, driving around Indy Saturday night. What day is it? Sunday.
Sunday.
Moving is no joke.
I know.
I'm thinking today. Well, I was thinking yesterday was Sunday. Today was Monday, but I was a day ahead. Yeah, it seems like a quiet night tonight. The whole day seemed pretty quiet, even this morning. Or no, that was yesterday. See, I'm still. Yesterday I was ahead. Today I'm behind. That's funny. But yeah, let's see. Let's try the music. See what they got on the radio. What did y'all think about the whole Kendrick scenario? Like me personally, I don't care about anything. You know, hopefully gatekeepers don't calm down after me say this, right? Me don't care about anything that comes out of Hollywood. Me don't. You know, at the end of the day, it is big business. It's big business. Let's be real. It's big business. So, you know, the ones running the business called Kendrick Lamar and Drake. It's business. So, what's happening in the background for Drake's career or Kendrick's career, we can only see from the outside looking in. But it's not the hype that it's made out in the scene, right? It's just my opinion. My opinion doesn't matter, right? Just sharing some insight on my opinion when it comes to that. At the same time, though, you see it. You know, you go through the timeline. I'm not on the timeline. My wife's on the timeline, and it's like Kendrick this, Kendrick that, Drake this, Drake that, and it's like, okay, cool. And then Kendrick stealing the what's it called, halftime show from Lil Wayne, and Lil Wayne is now sad because it's his hometown. Like, it ain't even that serious. You know, me's thinking the way me is, like to be to myself at home. I could care less. If I didn't have to leave the house to perform, and I'm sitting in a $10 million mansion, that shit would not performance. And Lil Wayne's been doing it so long. The dude's been doing it since. But maybe it does mean a lot. That's just me again. For some people, it could mean a lot.